be. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tape. Here comes.
Dismount.
All the talking. Here we go for round one. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Nice counter shot. Can't find a home for that jab. That hook was off target. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Good counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fight. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movements.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And shoot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice exchange here from both men. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A perfect counter lands. That jab misses. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges keep their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Good work. That's it. Breathe.
Here we go. It's round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, box.
Hold on. Pause.
Your opponent crazy.
Can't.
Okay, baby. I love you, baby. You sleeping good, baby? I got it all set up for you. Come on.
Step back for just a moment.
All right, bro. Let's get it.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. Nice counter shot. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Can't land that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. And there's the bell to start round 3. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Punch, counter punch. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power.
You okay?
Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done.
Okay.
That's where the confidence comes from.
Incredible work rate. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. And he misses with that jab. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? That left hook doesn't find its target. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he scores with the count. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Feeling fights like that. When you think you come up though, ring, you walk back seen the
That's
sun.
okay. I'm happy. I like that round.
And there's the bell to start round 4. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Hook misses. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
How about that time counter shot? He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punching. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali?
Few days now needs to slow down. Holy shit.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. The straight right just misses. Left hook just missed. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Big shot.
Oh, hell no.
We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
A shot from the gun. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good shit.
That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You're being put down. You've got to
Not
get
the
right.
Bambi
Survive
legs.
and then give it back the next round.
What happened?
He said he got Bambi legs walking back to the corner.
Who's gonna
Oh,
land the
okay.
first big shot?
I didn't hear that.
Couldn't finish him off in the
He said
last
something don't
round.
mind it
See what
different.
this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
There's a counter shot.
What's wrong, baby?
Heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
It's the one who draws first.
My bad, bro. I got distracted.
That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know
Yeah,
you're in there with a banger,
No, you good. Come on.
to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Swing and a miss with that hook. That counter shot.
What's wrong, baby?
What do you want me to put the dryer?
My what, baby? Hold on. Back up, back up. Where you want me to put the what?
The dryer.
The dryer? The stuff in the dryer? You can just put it on top of my clothes, clean clothes here. I can grab it right now. Don't do that right now, bro. I got it.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You'd like to see more jabs. Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. Feel good? Good man.
Mine back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you let him back.
Shots. Keep smart. Good work. You was thinking. You were smart.
League. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Put him back on him this round.
My bad, bro. I didn't mean to do that to you.
Oh, you good, bro. You good. We got plenty of times we'll be able to play this game, bro.
Don't change too much yet.
Plenty of times.
I might have lost. I know I lost this fight.
Safe to say that last round was a
you still winning.
nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That counter punch caught him clean. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The straight right just misses. Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there, toe-to-toe with them, and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Nope, that hook won't score. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. They exchange punches. Nice job by him to block that jab. A lot of effort being exerted here. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punches with a chin like a kiss. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
First round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave.
There's the bell to start round 7. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
The stamina is off the charts. Beautiful counter shot. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? The straight right just misses. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
You got that round.
It may come down to that.
It's when you talk about championship material.
Come on, breathe. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your...
Great round. Now, relax. So just keep him on the end of the job.
Round 8, and we're off again. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
The fighter's vision is paramount, and the referee may stop it here. So the referee says, fight on.
Dog. This is good shit.
This is with the straight left. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. They miss with the jab. Jab doesn't quite connect. Well done with that counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to...
Either you gonna knock me out, or your shit gonna swell the fuck up. It's one or the other.
No, I'm finna get on my horse. I can't take no more punches. My shit red like the last one.
You got less time.
And there's the bell for round 9. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Perfect counter shot. Nice punch. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have.
How you throw a haymaker, bro?
They want to punch through.
Hold R1.
They want to punch straight through.
Hold R1 in the button. But you tire out fast though.
His stamina is off the charts.
That nigga try to hammer the shit.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from.
Get out of there.
You just got to put in a guess.
They've got to use their
Get out
jab
of there.
in this fight. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
You cannot get it. You can right.
Man,
Right.
I'm trying to win, bro.
I know you're trying to hit me with a haymaker.
That 1 minute
Look, you're winning.
wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
What are they doing that?
Yeah, but it ain't over
They're
with.
trying to get an earning out. That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in 1. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
His stamina is off the charts. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Missing with the left hook. Nice counter punch. That right hook catching air. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? That was the moment.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close right. Hold it right there. Ooh, Larry Holmes just got dazed. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
That nigga would not fall. Boy, I was trying to knock you the fuck out, bro. I was trying to knock you the fuck out.
Keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
And you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Those counter punches have to hurt. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Holding nothing back here in the round. The straight right just misses. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Pop, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Straight right just misses.
And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle.
Straight right just misses.
A lot of effort being exerted here.
The straight right just misses.
Hold on. One second, babe. What'd you say?
Heading his round with 10 seconds left.
You're gonna cook some pineapple?
Any fruit that you bring is fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that, bro. I'm gonna try to stop the fight.
These two fighters
Yeah,
gassing
bro.
out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
You got that last round.
On to the 12th. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Incredible work rate. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. His stamina is off the charts. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. Well done with that counter shot. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one. Did you see that? The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Got caught sleeping on the...
Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here? And it looks like this fight will continue. Caution being thrown to the wind. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
That was a good fight there.
Yeah, it was.
It was as close as we thought it was.
Oh!
And this is a split decision win.
Good shit.
Yo!
There's no regrets, and we had a good time as well. They did the work.
That's crazy.
Split decision.
Yo!
Totally agree with it. You never never know. We might see it all over again.
That was a good ass fight there, man. Damn.
Somebody had me winning on one card, and it was a split decision on 2.
Yup.
That's crazy. That was a good one.
But we threw our heart out. Look at my face, bro. Look at the swelling.
Bro, your shit was supposed to be wrapped.
Red. Yeah, my head was on red.
I thought it was a wrap. Yeah, you had a lot of hit, bro. It's crazy. You threw more headshots than me, or you hit more body than I did. I actually threw a lot of punches. I didn't land a lot. Metro hit 355 times.